Hi, it's Colin Lott from Drive School of Motoring, and today we're going to be covering the left-hand reverse exercise, or reversing round a corner. Okay, now when you're doing this on your test, if you do it on your test, the examiner will stop you just before the junction so that you've got time to just have a look at the junction, see what size and shape it is, and look into the side road just to make sure there are no parked cars or anything in the way, any obstructions. Okay, so once you've done that, it'll then say to you something like, I'd like you to pull across the other side of the junction and reverse into the side road, keeping reasonably close to the curb as you reverse. Now remember, reasonably close doesn't have to be inches, about 1.5 foot or half a metre is absolutely fine. So we're going to start by moving across to the other side of the junction to start with. So we're going to set our feet, have a good look around. Remember, when you're moving away from the curb, you need to look all around properly and give a signal if there's anybody to signal to, but in this case there isn't, so we won't. Okay, now somebody has just come into the end of the road, so we're going to check the left and centre mirrors, and we're going to signal left to let them know we're going to be stopping. Okay, so we're going to stop next to, quite close to the curb, about half a door from the curb, but not tucked up tight to the curb, because obviously we don't want to run the risk of touching the curb as we're going back. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to select reverse gear. Okay, now the handbrake's already on as we stopped. And I'm just going to set our feet, make sure we've got the biting point, and again as before we're going to look all around, only this time from the right to the left. Start from the right, finish over your left so you can look out the back window as you start to go backwards. That's all okay, so we're going to release the handbrake and slowly going back. Now what we're looking for now is the curb in the side road needs to be in the corner of the window, the rear window of the passenger side of the car. Okay, and once we've got that there, that's about right. We're going to hold the car nice and still on the bike. We're going to have a good look all around again just to make sure there's nobody about. That's absolutely safe. So as we go, we're going to start turning the wheel. Now we're going to use about one turn of the wheel because it's quite a long round corner, this one. If it was a sharper corner we'd probably use some more than that. Okay, so let's have a good look all around again, continually looking, continually checking, just making sure, and we're just coming a little bit wide from the curb, so I'm just going to add a little bit more steering to pull us back in. And again we're looking all around to make sure it's safe, which it is. And you notice all the time we're doing this, the car is nice and slow, there's absolutely no rush. Okay, now go one last look around, and then what I'm going to do next is look into the back window, or sorry, out of the back window, and what I'm looking for is the curb behind us. It needs to be bang in the centre of the window, the rear window, and that's about where it is. So you notice I'm now taking the steering off because the curb's in the correct place in the back window, and just gently going back nice and slowly. And as you see, I'm continuously looking forward again and just taking it back, looking where we're going so I can see what's behind us, checking all around in case anybody else wants to try to turn into the road that we're reversing into. If anybody else does come along, then obviously we just need to stop and let them pass safely. Okay, that's absolutely fine. And we're just looking around one last time, looking out the back window, and we want to come back about 2 to 3 car lengths away from the end of the road to allow people to get in and out of the end of the road. And we'll stop there, and we've finished about half a metre from the curb, which is exactly where we need to be. Okay, so don't try to get too close to the curb because there's always a chance that you just might nudge the curb, and obviously we're not trying to park the car, we're just turning around so that we can go out the road and turn right. Okay, so that's basically the left-hand reverse exercise. So if you need any more information, you can always contact me on info@driveschoolofmotoring.com. Until I see you next, drive safely.